that real. This that real. This that real.
They don't wanna see you win it. They rather see me lose it. Closing up my mouth in confusion. Contusion. Rather see me
See the islands, and I'm with some pirates. Water like a diamond, vibing in the vibrance. Gotta move in silence, praying with my pilot. Let me know what time we can sail away. And I'm on this.
Fit the shoes. Okay, so I know you saw me coming out of the room with these shorts on, and I put these shorts on because I want to start wearing like baggy clothing. But okay, well, two reasons. I wanted to wear baggy clothing, and then
those shorts aren't really that baggy.
Well, they're baggy on me because they're your shorts. But if I just pull the string like this, see?
Wait, so what about?
Okay, so anyways, I was trying to say that there's two reasons why I put these shorts on. Because I couldn't find my shorts, and also because it reminded me of like board shorts.
Wow.
Like surfboard shorts, you know, like you don't have any, so this is the closest thing to that.
Wow.
So I put these on, and then I've been just kind of listening to like surfer music, and I just been feeling like, well, maybe I should just be drawn more towards that crowd because it just seems more comfortable.
Sure.
Sitting. So
well, let me hold on. Time out. First of all, you said you wore those shorts because it was my birthday. Okay.
No,
Someone's a liar. No, yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You said it's your birthday. I thought I'd put these on. Second of all, this is embarrassing.
Oh, yeah. I walked out of the room and I said that.
Yeah,
You're right.
that's fine. Okay. Second of all, I have noticed the whole beach thing vibe and board shorts.
It just feels like so mean.
And beach and like.
It's just like I already have dreadlocks.
UB40.
That already seems, I already feel like, okay, maybe I belong on an island. Bob Marley, like, ooh, the whole, It just fits that, and then like me, I feel like if I had straight hair, I would just be like. I think it's surfer girls.
You know what it is? It could be the culture, because first of all, I don't think a lot of surfers have dreads, and it could be the culture. The culture is.
I thought you were about to say culture appropriation. Yeah,
no.
Don't say it.
The culture is. The culture is that, you got your board shorts. You live in Cali. And you're running along the beach, and
you got a skateboard,
hippie, you got a doobie rolled up behind your ear, you got a longboard in your hand. It's like that whole thing, and then UB40, back to that again, and then so as a context, it goes with the dreadlocks. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think that's my
I'm trying not to steer towards that direction though. Like I'm not trying to be the obvious, but like in a way I am. Like I'm trying to be me, but I'm not trying to be the. Like, what's the word?
The cliche.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, the cliche, like, okay, if I'm a girl that wears, like, tight clothes, I like to go to the club. I like to do this.
Sure.
Like, I don't want to be the person that has, like, dreadlocks. And then, like, I'm trying to learn. Because currently, I'm trying to learn how to surf. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So it's like, oh, dreadlocks surf. Oh, you definitely smoke weed.
Well, here's the quote. Sure.
Yeah, I don't want it to be that kind of person.
Be a part of the status quo. I think... it's cool. Well, learn to surf first, and then see how hippie you feel when you're drowning. Yeah. I don't like.
Well, I feel like I was. So going back to the board shorts, I thought, well, maybe like I don't want to just change my whole closet into like surfing stuff and like, oh, I'm so about this aesthetic now. I just want to be everything and about its life, and I want to like slowly go into it. But like that's why I'm wearing what I have now. You know what I'm saying? Like just kind of getting comfortable, and then by the time I go surf.
Oh, sure. Okay.
I'll have something down. Like, I'll understand comfort.
I think it's cool.
Like, maybe it comes with, like, a personality change, too, instead of being like, have this certain face when I take pictures, or wear this tight clothing, or do my hair, or show my boobs, or whatever.
Sure.
Just, get out of that mindset. And
what's the, have you ever tried to surf? Have you ever,
no.
Ever been on a board, near a board, by some water?
Literally, no.
To do that? Okay. What about wakeboard?
You would think that in Florida... that I would have met somebody. No, not that either. And I actually thought about earlier today to look up on YouTube. I want to look up or even just Google, look up what are some ways to practice surfing at home.
Sure.
And then and then the first thing that came to mind was oh, maybe I should buy a longboard because isn't a longboard like a surfboard?
That's what they say. It's like surfing on.
So it would be like a thing to practice. I'm like, maybe I should invest in getting a longboard. But
so what's the interest in surfing?
I think I just want to. I don't know. Like, when I wrote it on the vision board, I literally thought to myself, oh, why am I doing this? That's like the same thing with the boxing thing. But I just feel like they go so hand in hand,
wow.
For me.
I agree.
I think I really wanted to just surf. I think because I just wanted to learn. I don't know. I just find it so cool.
I think it's good.
It's right. You're riding the wave of water. Like, instead of learning how to skateboard, it's like the skateboard version of the water.
Sure.
Like, I just find that so much more cooler. Like,
I think I've heard that. I think I've heard that surfing is like falling or learning how to fall really well. I think I've heard that because technically, in perspective,
that's true.
In perspective, to us, it looks like they're like sitting in the cusp of this wave, and it's pushing them forward. When in actuality, it's actually falling forward.
Yeah, and they're trying to get out of it.
And they're constantly falling forward.
Oh, that's true.
Right. So maybe some structure of balance is associated with it. I mean, obviously, but I mean balance, internal balance.
Yeah.
The
work that comes with it. Sorry, the work that comes with it is what I like about it the most. Like nobody's, what I'm saying? Like when you see videos of people, every time they try to hop on their board, they fall off and they fall. I just feel like it. Maybe somewhere in my brain, like I want to get structure and organization. And
you want some spoilers?
With what?
Well, I've tried to surf, and I also know a little bit about the process. And you want some spoilers in terms of what a surfer really does and deals with?
Okay.
Okay.
Is it like a bad thing?
It is what it is. That's why I said if you want spoilers,
you want
spoilers.
Supposed to like curve my appetite for wanting
it's not supposed to do nothing but give you information.
Right.
You can't say, I want a burger, and I'm going to say, do you want to know where a burger comes from?
Just tell me. I just want to know. Go ahead.
So, actually, a surfer, so I do know this, I'll say this, that it takes a little longer than you think to actually get an opportunity to surf a wave. So a lot of times surfers will just sit out.
So you won't be able to surf right away.
Yeah, it's not like there's just like waves coming constantly.
Yeah.
A lot of times surfers just sitting out there waiting on waves all day.
Teaches you patience.
All day. It teaches you patience. It's true.
Okay.
And I also know that you have to get in front of a wave. So when a wave does eventually come, or it's starting to, I don't know none of the language. I don't know the language, but when it starts to get into that curved
when it starts to curl,
there you go. I know that you're supposed to already be paddling forward, so like inland, in order to catch it at the right spot. So it's actually a lot of what would you call that? Where like two things meet at a certain point. Like it's maybe some geometry involved in terms of this is the spot I have to be at by the time it gets here, and this is the spot where I'd stand up.
You mean calculation? You have to have
calculated. Sure, timing.
Yeah, to know.
I think it's going to be very interesting. 100%. I
just feel like a lot of benefits mentally come with it. Like
sure.
It looks like fun, and I'm sure it is fun. And once you go through all the hard stuff, and then you finally learn how to surf, you just surf for fun. Like, oh, let me grab my board at 7 a.m, start surfing, and right. I've already done this for 7 years. But I just do it. I think. Because I always notice like surfers, and this is not to be like a stereotype, but they just, and this is also not because they smoke weed, but I think that their face, like it just looks like their presence. If you see them in person, it just looks so calm.
Sure.
Like they're thinking straight.
Well, a lot of time you never been in the pool when you're a kid, and then your parents are telling you, hey, get out of the pool, and you get out, you go look in the mirror, and your face all ashy, and and you knock out for like 3 hours because you're super drained from sitting in the water and fighting waves all day, fighting the movement.
What are you trying to say?
I just think that's why they look like that.
Well, I meant like even when they aren't surfing. Because I used to follow some pages on Instagram of people surfing, and just their regular stories. Like when they woke up in the morning, they're like, "Yep, having some OJ." Like them walking on the beach, their face is just
loose, just chilling. Yeah, vibes. I get it.
Yeah, they don't have.
I think it's probably the.
It looks like they're never mad, or when they are mad, it's calm mad. I don't want to eat this taco right now, but I'm gonna choose to walk away.
Okay. What are
they
you?
Meditate.
No.
They meditate.
There's I don't know what the hell. I don't know what you're talking about at all.
You have to follow some surfing pages to know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I know this taco. Send that post to me, please.
But I know it was somebody's story on Instagram. I don't think that they don't still have the story.
Right.
They get deleted, but it was something, I don't know, something along the lines of they got mad, but they weren't it just looked, I don't know, maybe anger management. It didn't look like they had any kind of anger issues. They weren't they don't seem like they could yell really loud. I don't know. It's my perspective on it, but I think that.
Sure, they just seem calm. That's interesting. Calm.
I think that's my point I've been trying to make.
That's interesting. And I think in terms of surfing, It's probably the highest danger, most dangerous sport where you can't skim a knee or break a leg. I'm sure there's some sort of water burns.
Ooh, that's something I didn't
can't,
think
like,
about.
break
What
your
about
arm.
like coral or something that's underneath?
Well, sure, but I'm just thinking like in
Ooh.
terms of skating. What are the odds that you're gonna, if you're skateboarding, that you're gonna break something?
Oh yeah,
like 80%.
Yeah, because you're in water, so
softball falls most of the time.
But
probably.
and I did mention this in the beginning of this.
Are you
podcast.
a strong swimmer? I don't even think I know that.
I think I am. I swim at the bottom. I don't do like the doggy paddle.
See,
my sister taught me how to swim like at the bottom.
So you can't
of the
swim
water.
at the surface of water, like
no,
turn like Olympic style.
No.
Turn your head to breathe, stroke.
No.
Oh, this is gonna be quite the journey.
Well, you see, this is the thing I was telling you about. That like it teaches you things.
It will teach you things.
It's gonna teach me how to doggy paddle to learn how to surf.
The breaststroke. I think that's the one.
The breaststroke.
Yeah.
Correct.
Biggie talked about it.
What did he say?
Something about his left stroke. It wasn't actually.
Like left stroke is the best stroke.
Death stroke, tongue all down the throat.
Oh.
That's exactly what he's saying. Just a quote from
I
the
don't
notorious,
know Biggie.
the late Christopher Wallace.
I don't know his
one of the best rappers of
that
all time.
line. Yeah, well,
Best.
I'm gonna have to. I'm definitely gonna watch that YouTube video and see, or go on Google and look up what are some things to do for surfing. Because I mean, we live in Seattle. Like it was so hard for me to find places around here for me to surf. So I don't think I'm going to be getting lessons anytime soon. I think I should get like a jump start on just trying to figure out what I can do here at home. Maybe there's some balancing.
Oh, you know what?
Some balancing.
Oh, you know what? I completely forgot about this. When I was 1920, we had something in my apartment called an endo board. And the idea is it's a rolling pin. It's a black rolling pin.
It's like an exercise thing?
It's like a small surfboard shaped thing that is actually supposed to be surf practice, and it balances. You balance
I've seen
on
that
it.
before.
Yeah, I used to have one of those, and they're like.
You used to have it, and you bought it?
Well, we had two already. I was living with two surfers at the time. They did everything, and I think surfing was something they used to do. I never actually seen them surf. Yeah, well, I don't really want to talk about it, but anyway, we had two indoor boards, and we used to ride them all the time, and it would actually teach. They said that it was very similar to the feeling you'd feel when you were surfing.
Dang.
So indoor boards,
but it's like $5,000.
Yeah, it's like $200. It's a piece of wood sitting on a big rolling pin. It looks like.
Oh, it's not like mechanical where like you stand on it. It's like.
No. You just have to balance on the board and keep it from.
I'm picturing something else.
Keep yourself from flying that way and the board going that way, or flying that way.
That seems a little dangerous.
It's pretty terrifying actually to start. But I remember how to do it.
A wood and a board. I would think it's like $50.
You're about that high off the ground.
There's no way it's $200.
It's basically like.
The one I'm thinking, the mechanical one, that should be like $200.
It's like. Yeah. I lost my train of thought.
Well, because that means.
Because I don't know what a mechanical like.
What is a mechanical?
What are you talking about? You said a mechanical.
Yeah, like electronic. Like I feel like I've seen that before. It's like a black board, and it's like on this little like rubbery thing. It looks like a tubing, and then like you click play or something. Maybe there's like a game or something that you can serve with. Like that's what I'm saying. Mechanical. It's definitely not a piece of wood. So. I'm gonna do that as soon as we hop off. I'm gonna go ahead and jump on that video or whatever. I keep calling it a video. I need to jump on some.
I think we should end this episode.
I think we should.
Yeah, I think.
Thanks for tuning in with us, guys. We're gonna be having special guest Pompeiii here on season 3 for the rest of these episodes.
I'll be around. Yep.
Tune
it was
into
great.
Our
Thank you for having me too.
Yeah.
It was super vibes.
I'm glad that you enjoyed my surfing conversation.
Super. I'm gonna do that at the end of every episode.
Don't do that.
Super.
Don't do it.
That's kind of cool.
I'm getting ready to end it, and I don't want you to say that again.
All right, cool. No problem. Go ahead and end it.
All right.
Just go ahead.
You have the look like you want to say it again.
Super.
All right, goodbye.